Hi everybody, I'm Cassie, welcome to my channel, and sorry about no video last week. I didn't realize it was Easter until Easter, and so I usually record my videos on Sunday, but since, holiday, I was busy and couldn't. I also have not finished a book. I have started a few books, but I have not finished any. So today I am reviewing the anime Charlotte, which came out from July to September 2015, a little bit less than a year ago now. I watched it a couple weeks ago with my friends. I am so glad I did not watch it when it was airing because I wouldn't be able to handle it. But the show is made by PA Works, which made my favorite anime, or my favorite short anime, Red Data Girl, which came out 2013-2014 winter season. It's an original anime, so there's no manga based off of it, but I believe there might be making a manga off of it. I'm not sure if they are. I'm going to read it. And it is rated R17 for violence and profanity, which doesn't make sense because it wasn't as violent as Inuyasha, or Sailor Moon, or Naruto, or Bleach, or One Piece, or Fairy Tail. This one just shows the blood, but it's not even, the blood makes sense, obviously, because, someone's getting injured, typically by running through a window, which I'll talk about in a minute. It also says it's profanity in it, but it's not like every other word is a swear word. It's like maybe one swear word an episode, one swear word every other episode, if I remember correctly. Also, I swear a lot, so there might have been more swearing than I remember, but it wasn't that much swearing. So I don't know why it's R17. It should be like 15. Definitely be slightly lower than 17. Not like children's, obviously, or like even like I think they have a 12 or 13 rating. It should definitely be higher than that, but it should not be 17. This show could definitely be watched and appreciated by anyone over the age of 15. So now that I have gone over the rating of it, now I'm gonna get into why it might possibly have that rating. So basically, I'm going to review the show or summarize it. I don't understand the difference between review and summarize, but so it's about a boy. So this boy named Yu, who has supernatural powers, which he doesn't really completely understand what they are, but he just thinks he can possess people for a few seconds. So he is this top of his class because he possesses all the people who should be top of the class, and then while they're taking tests, and then just writes down their answers. And he, at the beginning of the show, is my hero. I would love to really do that instead of having to study. But then there's this school for supernatural students, and they find him and then convince him to come to their school where they look for other supernatural students, and that's where we meet the other two characters, Neo, who has the power to become invisible, but only to one person at a time, which is very awkward when you get to a later episode in the series, and then, I don't know, but you'll notice him if you watch it. He has the power to teleport, which basically means that he can move really fast, which is where a lot of the violence in the show comes in, because he has a tendency to run through windows and just bleed. But the first 7 episodes are basically supernatural school kids. They go around, they camp, they hang out, they go to lunch and go to class and stuff. They look for people with supernatural powers and try to stop them from using the supernatural powers, because apparently there are people, very bad people, who take children with supernatural powers and run tests on them and make them go crazy, which is why this school is started. So in episode 6, Ayumi dies, and so that leads you to go crazy. It's only one episode. It's the whole episode, I think, takes about a week. And then after he comes back, Neo's favorite Otis comes to town, and so they go to her concert, and at that concert, the pop star debuts a song at the concert. It's never been released. It's never been sung at any of the concert, but Yue knows it for some reason. He's like, I know this song, and that kind of leads to the whole second half of the series, which is just, I want to say a different word, but I'm going to try and keep this PG-13. Blows your mind. It's supernatural, it's time jumping, and prisons, and just anything that you'd basically want to see the Supernatural show put together. It's yeah, wow. So it turns out that Ayumi has dreams that her and you have an older brother, but you was like, no, we don't. It's just the two of us. Our parents died. But in this, it turns out that they do have an older brother, and he's actually the person who created this school to protect these people from the prison and evil scientists that want to run tests on them. And he erased himself from their minds to protect them. Sorry, this is really spoilery. So then, we deal with that for about a few episodes. And then on the last episode, they explained that Yu's ability to possess people is actually the ability to steal their powers. Another thing about the powers is that they only have them until they finish puberty, or until they reach like the age of 21, or 18, depending on the person. And so, to protect all of the children around the world who have this ability, who have these special abilities, Yu is sent, of course, around the world to steal all of them. And this is where the anime is not perfect. They put all of this into one episode. It's the last episode of the series, and it needs to be 3 episodes. And, if it was up to me, it would be a whole season. But since I watched this with my school's anime club, we debated and decided that it should only be 3 episodes. I still think it should be more than that, because I would love to see, an episode of him in, every, continent that he goes to. And all of the problems that arise. At one point, he has the name One-Eyed Reaper, which is just amazing, but kind of weird when we think about the fact that he has the power to heal himself. But he kind of goes crazy, and I think he kind of comes to love the name One-Eyed Reaper. And I would just really love a whole couple episodes of his journey of stealing people's powers and going crazy and all of the trouble that he gets into. And that would make this the perfect anime. If it wasn't for the fact that that is 1 episode, slightly below that. Love the show. If this sounds like something that interests you, I'm sorry if I just spoiled it for you. This is my first time watching an anime in the, in the supernatural genre. I usually, go for superpowers or stuff like that, but not, supernatural stuff. And by superpowers, I mean, Sailor Moon and Tokyo Mew Mew, where they have to transform to have their powers, not where it's just them as a normal person everyday life. I really want to watch more shows like this in the future, so maybe I'll review some of those. The next show I'm probably going to review is Tokyo Ghoul Season 1. Go watch this if you like anime, if you love life, basically. If you love yourself, go watch this anime, because you deserve to. And if you don't love yourself, go watch this anime and then love yourself. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This show is just a mind blow. I'm gonna go before I say more embarrassing stuff. Peace.